Hi everyone, it's Miss Robin from the Turner Free Library. Did you know that February was Dental Health Month? So I'm going to read you a lot of stories about teeth and going to the dentist, and it's going to be so much fun. So the first book I'm going to read to you today is called Peppa Pig, Dentist Trip. How many of you have been to the dentist? It's very important that we go to the dentist, make sure we don't have any cavities or anything. Okay, let's see what happens when Peppa Pig goes to the dentist. Every morning, Peppa and George brush their teeth. Brush, 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 brush. Later that day, Peppa and George are at the dentist's office waiting for their checkups. It is George's first visit. Peppa, George, the dentist will see you now, says Miss Rabbit the nurse. Hooray! They both cheer. Peppa and George meet Dr. Elephant the dentist. Who's first? He asks. I'm first, replies Peppa. I'm a big girl. Watch me, George. Open wide, please, Dr. Elephant says. Ah, Peppa opens her mouth as wide as she possibly can. Let's take a look, says Dr. Elephant, checking Peppa's teeth with a mirror. There, all done. What beautiful clean teeth, says Dr. Elephant. Now you can rinse your mouth, gargle. The pink liquid tastes like bubble gum. Peppa spits it out into the sink. It's George's turn next. George does not want it to be his turn. Dr. Elephant can tell he's nervous, so he lets George hold Mr. Dinosaur. All done. You have very strong, clean teeth, George. Dr. Elephant smiles. But wait, what is this? Cries Dr. Elephant. George has clean teeth, but the young dinosaur's teeth are very dirty. The water jet, please, Miss Rabbit, orders the dentist, and he uses the water to clean Mr. Dinosaur's teeth. That's so funny. Pink, cries George, picking up a glass. That's right, George, says Dr. Elephant. Mr. Dinosaur needs to rinse with a bubble gum flavored drink. Gurgle. Wow, what shiny teeth you have, Mr. Dinosaur, cries Miss Rabbit. Dinosaur, grrr, says George. George loves Mr. Dinosaur, especially now that he has clean white teeth. And now Peppa and George have clean teeth too. That was really good. That was a nice dentist. He cleaned the dinosaur's teeth. Wow, what about Llama and the loose tooth drama? Who doesn't love Llama? Let's see what happens to Llama. I love Llama stories. Llama, normal day. Learn at school. Outside to play. Milk and sandwich. Yummy lunch. Llama's tooth goes crunch. Friends are talking, eating, giggling. Llama's tooth is wiggling. Push it out and show to friends. Push and pull it. Show again. You do that when you have a loose tooth? You wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, waggle, kind of fun. Show to Mama when she comes. Push and pull it all about. When will Llama's tooth come out? Mama says it won't be long. Soon, she thinks, unless she's wrong. Once it's out and all are sleeping, the fairy comes when you are dreaming. If Llama's tooth comes out today, tonight she'll take the tooth away. Wait a minute, what's that now? She takes the tooth? She does that how? She comes at night when you're in bed. She lifts the pillow, moves your head. All those teeth from all his friends, what does the tooth fairy do with them? Is it fun or is it scary? Just who exactly is this fairy? The fairy's great. She's kind and funny. She takes your tooth and leaves you money. She takes the old tooth and she pays? Llama thinks that sounds okay. If that's what this is all about, then Llama wants that loose tooth out. Gram and Grandpa here for supper. Llama gives his tooth a flutter. Grandpa says, when I was 4, we tie a string and shut the door. All it takes is one big push. The tooth will pop out with a whoosh. Grandma frowns and shakes her head. Let us try this trick instead. Take an apple, chew it, crunch it, bite it hard and munch, munch, munch it. Llama grits and grinds and gobbles. Llama's tooth just wiggle wobbles. Dinner's over, wave goodnight. Everything will be all right. The tooth fairy will come out, don't you worry. The fairy's not in any hurry. Time for bath and lots of bubbles, then PJs on without much trouble. Squeeze some toothpaste on the brush, slide up and down, swish, whoosh, swoosh. Make that loose tooth move. Oh no! Where is that tooth? Where did it go? Is it somewhere on the floor? On the table by the door? Was it thrown out or maybe worse? What if it fell in Grandma's purse? It's gone, it's lost, it's not allowed. What will happen now? Will the fairy still bring a treat, or will she leave it down the street? A piece of corn looks like a tooth, but that's not telling her the truth. Mama thinks of something better. Write the fairy a toothful letter. Mama kisses Llama's head and puts the note beside her bed. The fairy gets no tooth to keep. Llama falls asleep. What do you guys see on the floor? It's a tooth. How many guys have you had your teeth picked up by the tooth fairy? Yeah, when you lose a tooth, you put it under your pillow. I have another story for you about Alan's big, scary teeth. And it's by the guy, this author, his name is Jarvis. Let's see what happens. Big scary teeth. His name is Alan. He's got scary teeth. Let's see. Alan came from a long line of very scary alligators. He was known throughout the jungle for a scaring. It was what he did best. Alan would start each day polishing his scales and sharpening his nails and brushing each of his big, scary teeth for at least 10 minutes at a time. And after practicing his frightening faces in the mirror, he'd sneak into the jungle for his morning round of scaring. Alan went snap, snap, and growl, growl. He said things like, I'm big scary Alan. They're my razor-sharp teeth. He made the frogs leap off their lily pads, the monkeys tumble from the trees, and the parrots screech in terrible terror. Snap, snap, growl. Eek, squawk, ah, bah. I love being scary, said Alan. After a long day of scaring the jungle animals, Alan would head back home to the swamp, relax, finish the coursework in the Jungle Times, and take out his false teeth. Nobody knew about Alan's false teeth. Good night, teeth. Tweet dweens, my scary snappers, Alan would say as he put them away carefully in his super secret hiding place. Isn't that so funny? He didn't even have real teeth. One morning, Barry the Beaver was up early collecting wood and came across a dozing Alan. Terrified that Alan might wake up and gobble him whole, he quickly dived behind a bush. Excuse me. Snort, snort. Phew! That was close, thought Barry, just as a set of false teeth fell out of the bush with a very familiar snap, snap. When Alan woke up, his teeth were gone. My teeth! My teeth! Where are my teeth? What could he do? Maybe no one would notice. Could he still be scary without them? He decided to head into the jungle as usual. He made the frogs leap off their lily pads and the monkeys tumble from the trees and the parrots screech with laughter. Alan just wasn't very scary without his teeth. And everybody was making fun of Alan. Alan slunk back to the swamp. He had never been more embarrassed. He came from a long line of very scary alligators. Scaring was all he had ever known. What would he do now? Poor Alan began to cry, just a bit at first, but then the tears kept coming. He howled and yowled more than all the jungle babies put together, and he could not stop crying until the next morning, when all the animals turned up at Alan's swamp with his big, scary teeth. "We'll give you back your teeth," said Frog. "Will we?" said Alan. "On one condition," said Parrot. "You have to stop scaring us." "But what will I do? I don't know how to do anything else." "We have an idea," said Frog. So every day, after polishing his scales, sharpening his nails, and brushing his big, scary teeth, Alan jumped into the jungle and became Alan the gardener, and Alan the hairdresser, and Alan the dentist. But every night he became Alan the big, scary storyteller, thrilling the jungle animals with his terrifying tales. "Bah, I love being scary," said Alan. And sometimes he even let Barry borrow his teeth. That was a very nice story that his friends were like, "It's okay, you don't have to be scary, we'll still be your friend." So I have one more book for you. This is called The Tooth Book. Let's see what's happening here. Who has teeth? Well, look around and you'll find out who. You'll find that red-headed uncles do. Policemen do, and zebras do, and unicycle riders do. And camels and their drivers do. Even little girls named Ruthie all have teeth. All Ruths are toothy. Teeth, you'll find them everywhere, on mountaintops and in the air. And if you care to poke around, you'll even find them underground. You'll find them east, west, north, and south. You'll find them in a lion's mouth. Teeth, they are very much in style. They must be very much worthwhile. They come in handy when you chew, says Donald Driscoll Drew. That's why my family grew a few. They come in handy when you smile, says Smiling Sam, the crocodile. See? When we smile, we see our teeth. They come in handy in my job, says High Trapeze Mike McCobb. If I should ever lose a tooth, I'd lose my wife, and that's the truth. Teeth come in handy when you speak, says the broadcaster Quincy Queek. Without my teeth, I talk like ducks and only broadcast clucks and quacks. You're lucky that you have your teeth, says a sad snail named Simon Sneech. I don't have one. I can never smile, said Smiling Sam, the crocodile. Clams have no teeth, says Pam the clam. I cannot eat hot dogs or ham. No teeth at all, says Pam the clam. I cannot eat roast leg of lamb or peanuts, pizzas, popcorn, spam, not even huckleberry jam. Without teeth, we can't play trombone, says a jellyfish named Jimbo Jones. I have no teeth, says Hilda Hen, but women do, and so do men. So I have happy news for you. You will grow 2 sets. Set 1, set 2. You will lose set number 1, and when you do, it's not much fun. But then you'll grow set number 2, 32 teeth, all brand new. 16 upstairs and 16 more downstairs. And when you get your second set, that's all the teeth you'll ever get. So, don't chew down trees like beavers do. If you try, you'll lose set number 2. And don't be dumb like Mr. Glotz. Don't break your teeth untying knots. And don't be dumb like Katie Klops. Don't try to chew off bottle tops. Don't gobble junk like Billy Billings. They say his teeth have 50 fillings. They sure are handy when you smile, so keep your teeth around a while. And never bite your dentist when he works inside your head. Your dentist is your teeth's best friend. Bite carrot sticks instead. I love that story. That was so funny. So, we have other books I'm not going to read right now, but if you want to look at books about teeth, this one is called Brush Your Teeth. We have one called Floss Your Teeth. And this one is about going to the dentist. So, I hope you enjoyed all our stories about teeth. And remember, brush your teeth and take good care of your teeth and see your